The global power elite is a group of about 6,000 individuals holding significant influence over global enterprises. They often operate above national sovereignty, shaping the world in ways most people never see. A study of 16 countries identified over 3,500 top economic individuals. Another definition focuses on the top 0.1% in the US, which includes roughly 131,000 households. In the US, the elite is often categorized as the top 1% by income, which has an outsized influence on public policy. These individuals often hold multiple positions on corporate boards and universities. They are typically male, highly educated, and in the US, have a median age of 62. The elite is not a uniform group, but rather composed of political, economic, and cultural leaders. The liberal elite, also called the metropolitan or progressive elite, describes politically liberal people whose education has opened doors to affluence, wealth, and power, forming a managerial elite. Key figures include top CEOs like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg, along with political and media figures, often educated at elite institutions like Harvard or Oxford. Elites are resigning over the Epstein files. Brad Karp of the Paul Weiss firm stepped down, followed by Slovakia's Miroslav Lajčák and David A. Ross. This pressure is only growing. Citizens can rival elites, defined as small groups with disproportionate wealth, power, and influence, by leveraging collective action, political organization, and the cultivation of alternative power bases. While elites often control key institutions, they are not monolithic, and citizens can exploit divisions within elite ranks or build their own counter-institutions. Creating counter-elites, citizens can empower new leaders who represent their interests, fostering a gradual replacement elitism of elites. We can create a more responsive and accountable system. Adopting populist strategies focusing on policies that directly benefit the populace can mobilize broad support. Using electoral power, actively participating in primaries and local elections allows citizens to hold representatives accountable and ensure they do not merely serve special interests. Building autonomous power bases. Developing independent economic strength allows citizens to resist pressure from incumbent elites. Decentralized technology empowers us to bypass mainstream media and financial gatekeepers. By leveraging digital tools, we can create a more open and accessible system, reducing elite control. Focusing on local control is key. Organizing at the local level challenges the influence of national and global elites. As small-scale institution community influence, this builds real power from the ground up. Independent media is vital. Creating, supporting, and consuming it reduces our reliance on corporate and government narratives. This builds a more informed society with diverse perspectives. Support independent media today. We must champion intellectual independence and reject the pressure to conform to prevailing ideologies. This means challenging the authority of so-called expert classes in academia and media. They often perpetuate groupthink. We must trust our own critical thinking. Large-scale, organized social movements can force elite concessions, even in systems where institutional channels are dominated by the wealthy. This collective power is key to driving real change. Elites are often in conflict with one another. Citizens can align with one faction to weaken another. This is the intensity of intra-elite competition. It's a powerful tool for change. Promoting competitive politics supports a system where multiple elite factions compete, preventing any single group from gaining absolute control. This ensures power is shared and accountable. Campaign finance reform is crucial for our democracy. Limiting the influence of money, especially from lobbying, can reduce the disproportionate sway of the top 1%. It's time to level the playing field. We must push for transparency and legal consequences to end the mingling of public office with private gain. Anti-corruption measures are essential for accountability and integrity in our government. Demand change now. The ability of citizens to rival elites relies on refusing to be passive consumers of political, media, and economic narratives, and instead taking active, coordinated, and often local actions to challenge established power structures. Elitism is not about arrogance, it's about recognizing excellence. An elite guides society, ensuring progress through superior vision. We must advocate for this principle for the good of all. This is our responsibility.